what's going on, guys? Welcome to CCxRC. In this video, we're gonna be looking at the brand new CEN F250 SD. This is part of their DL series, and this is their custom lifted trucks. These, again, are not dualies. These are a lifted, again, KG1 forged wheel set in here with Fury tires on them. Lots of things that are licensed on these. Really cool what they've done with them. They've got rock lights already pre-installed. You can change the color. They're RGB rock lights. So there's a button, the third channel, you can click on and change the colors on them. We're gonna be showing you that. But it's an exciting new release. It's different. Many people have come to know and love the CEN Racing F450, their dually that they have. I've got two of them stacked on my shelves here and here. The first American Force one, and then the KG1 forged one that they came out with last year. And many people have them. They're doing really cool stuff with them, and really cool to see what the scene has done for them. I had the privilege of going down to Texas and seeing the big show that they had down there, showing a whole bunch of these lifted trucks, and KG1 Forged and Fury Tires was there. And so we filmed the stuff for CEN right there at the show. And so you guys got to check it out over at the CEN Racing YouTube channel. The promo video, had a ton of fun working on that, and I think it turned out pretty sweet. So my video isn't going to be nearly as cool. We're going to do some cool footage, I think, for it, but most of my efforts went into that. So we'll talk about some of the differences in this one and look at them underneath the hood and all that next. So let's do it. All right, this is not going to be a traditional unboxing because we've already unboxed these and we've already driven them for the video, so we can have a little bit of B-roll of them running and show you guys some of it in a little bit higher quality fashion than I can do here on the bench. But you do get this package here with a few tools in it, and you get an instruction manual. Talks about the controller, assembly, all that kind of stuff in here. There's also some extra stickers in here that if you want to really dress your truck up and make it look like some of the custom ones, check those out. KG1 forged stickers you can put, bam, right on the side there, make it look extra cool. Again, check out the CEN video to see those installed. I do not have them installed on mine as of this point. We'll go ahead and take a look at the burnt copper one because it's here. One thing I will point out is the difference in the wheels. This one has more of a silver colored wheel there, and they probably have a naming convention for these that I don't know. And this one has more of a gray titanium kind of look to it. Both of them look stellar, and I think both of them fit the truck that they chose them for. So well done on them for that. This does have the rhino linered bed in the back here. It does come with these little protectors on underneath all of your tabs, and it has a sheet over it. I thought my stickers were jacked up when I got it, and then I realized, oh no, that's just the plastic protector that you pull off this thing. Everything looks mint on here. Decals are actually applied very well on here. Sometimes you get some that are not applied very well. These are all put on here looking mint. It is a two-piece body, so they're joined here, and this is nice because it's not a bump out on this one for a dually setup. So I have an actual F250 Super Duty. Mine is a gray color, 2019. It is not the Platinum Edition, although I do have the sunroof and some of the other upgrades and towing kits and all that for the fifth wheel and attachment and all that. It is not lifted like this, although when I went down to Dallas with CEN Racing to make their video, man, did I want to come away with a lift kit and some wheels and tires because they looked really good. It does have molded mirrors on here. So that is good to see. You do have molded windshield wipers, stickers, and decals for the windows. Kind of a bummer. I get why they do it. It saves a ton of money, and they get so much more detail that way. A lot of companies do it. They've gone now to a more custom or more traditional Ford front bumper on this one. And it is actually a plastic and molded bumper, which is new. The other two had the body came down here, so the Lexan was part of that. So we can look at that a little bit later. Has some hooks on it, light buckets up there in the front, so you can install lighting. These lights do not come included, but you can get them if you want to install lights there. Looking around, also you get the molded back with these hooks as well, the hoops. Got your mount here for a trailer hitch, as you can see, kind of pre-installed here that you can mount in here. Look underneath, the shocks are taller, and they do have that little reservoir. It's a fake reservoir just for the look up there. But man, super nice. Links everything. They did add this here to raise it all up. So now you've got this extension on the bottom of your chassis, this riser to lift the truck. All of it metal, super good. It's still an adjustable chassis like it was before. Everything's really clean on here, really long run. I think on the last one they had another part in here, but because of the angle of this, they didn't do it. They did long drive shafts that are dog bones in here instead of having that bearing and stuff that was on the last one. They also, man, wait till you guys see this. We gotta take the body off. It's super trick how they're able to work the suspension. And I don't remember, I know there's some, I believe, like railroad type use, but the way that they did this pivot for the links and all that is really cool. They've got this right here, this, and as it moves, look at that, those keep it rigid, but it pivots. See that? Isn't that cool? So they've just gone and they've thought about it, you know, how to make this work super good. Again, taller shocks now. I believe these are 110 millimeter shocks. You can see the servo mount up here, super long arm going down because they had to have a really tall and long servo horn on there, super long. And it does have a servo saver on here. So actually when you're under weight of the truck and you push the servo saver doesn't allow the tires to just move at a standstill. You have to be driving and then you really get the full articulation of it. So, but man, these links and everything look really good. How they have them set up here looks legit like the real trucks. Battery tray up here. It does have a 2-speed transmission. However, it's not shiftable. You have to literally take it apart and there's a high or a low setting for it. It comes in the low setting. That's honestly all you need for this. This is a show truck. If you've ever seen one of the real show trucks, they get towed where they're going on a trailer and then they kind of just drive around that lot and locally. And most of them actually will remove the front drive shaft and just be two-wheel rear drive. Rear wheel drive. So looking up here, 17,000 RPM, SRS 550S motor from CEN. These have been good for me. It is like a hobby wing kind of style motor here, or ESC here. Tuck in here is the receiver. The radio is very similar to the one that they've had. Everything's digital for your trims. There is a dual rate trim up here knob that you can use for more steering. Left and right trims for your steering. Throttle trims up and down here. And then you've got a channel 3 here, which is used to activate the lights. So we'll go ahead and turn this on. See how I'm underweight and I don't get a whole lot of steering throw because of the servo saver. But if I hit this channel 3, it'll cycle through the lights. So I had it on white. I press it twice, it goes to red. Now this is hard to see right now. We'll start turning off the lights. Oh, there we go. Now we can see the lights. Hit it again 2 times. Now it's more of an orange color. Green. Deeper green. It's like a blue color. It's kind of a teal. Like a pink purple, more of a pink. And white. And then off. So you got to cycle through them all before they go off. Now what's neat is how they have these installed. These shock towers, we'll go ahead and turn the lights back on here. At least one of them for a minute. There they are. So they're up in the shock towers. It's made into this piece that they've got here. So everything kind of works in the setup that they have in order to bring these lights to us. They've got them 2 on each one, 2 rock lights, so they shine right down and they look, instead of like some people will just wrap lights all up underneath the bodies. Most trucks wouldn't do that in real life. They would have something like rock lights up in the fenders or the wheel wells, and so that's what they've done. So again, just clicking through 2 at a time, you can see the color changing. There's the blue. I think the blue's pretty cool, especially on the blue truck, because it's standout, in my opinion. They've got an RGB controller right here for the lights. Flip this on again. There we go. But yeah, so this is their rock light controller here that you're controlling with your channel 3. That's changing. You can see it on the tires, changing through the light colors. So pretty cool that we have this from a ready to run truck. We'll take a quick look at the box art on here. Turn this off, save a little battery, because I'm going to be running this again probably tomorrow. The boys really had fun with it, so we'll take a quick peek at the box here, show you some of the things. Since we're not doing a traditional unboxing, we'll just show you a little bit of the box stuff and what comes on it. Talks about all the drivetrain. So if you're really into that kind of stuff, you can pause the video here and take a look. A whole bunch of aftermarket upgrades that you can get in aluminum and all that, and if you want to take it to the next level. We will take a look at the blue one here. The blue body is really spectacular in the light. You can also see the pattern because of the angle of these. They have a reverse mold for the other side, so when you get these, you have one of each. And these are KG Forged 1, and these are the Country Hunter MT Fury tires on here. Very low profile style tire, but have a good feel to them. Feel like a road tire. But yeah, I think that they've knocked it out of the park again with this. For people that own an F250, this is just going to open up more doors. You can drop this if you want. You can remove all of these drop pieces and make it more like the F450s, which I'll grab one of those actually right quick. So first of all, we'll talk a little bit about the transmission. Here's that bearing I was talking about and how they changed even the location of the, I gotta brighten it up a bit because we're not looking at the box art anymore. The location of the transmission is now put back a little bit more, and they've got basically equal runs for the front and the rear drive shafts. This one had a bearing and this carrier here in order to get it there that extra distance. The link setup is completely different on this one, as you can see, but you could get all of that for this. If you wanted to drop this, you can see how the links are set up here on top of each other. They're stacked and they're both mounted into this drop plate. You could get the parts if you wanted to change this, but it would require some adjustment because you'd have to move all this forward, get that bearing carrier there, and all that. So it would take a little bit of work, but you could outfit it if you really wanted to get like a lowered F250 to be more like maybe your personal truck like I have. Would be cool. But you can see the dualies on here. These also are KG1 forged. But a very similar truck, different shocks. You can see the bumper is just plastic on the front of this one. Had a foam bumper underneath here. A lot of gripes about this, the location of the toe spot here, because there wasn't a solid bumper on the back. So now with these new ones, they've changed all that. You have a solid bumper here. You already have a longer metal chassis to this toe piece here. So you have a lot more strength and rigidity in that. So yeah, pretty cool, you guys. Definitely lifted, definitely styling, and ready to hit the streets and show off the lights and all that on this very soon, you guys. They will be selling some of these pieces to do this to your other trucks if you want to lift them. Like they've got the bumper kits and all that here, which have the arms as well for the bumpers to give you that extra length, as well as the mount for the trailer hitch is coming in this CD0450 pack. They've got the light conversion kit here that has the RGB kits, and it has the little holders to hold the lights on top of the shock risers. And they have got the other part of that kit, which is the custom lift kit here, which has all the shocks, the links, the risers, all the things that you need in order to lift your truck. So they're selling that as a kit. Eventually, it will be available if you want to take one of your other trucks and lift it as well. In the meantime, you can order up one of these SD 250s like you see here and get your lifted truck game going right away, guys. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to go check out that CEN video. Be sure to go check it out. Put a lot of time and effort into that, and I think you should go see it. So check it out. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Have fun RCing. Catch you next time.